Hey guys, it's Loan again for Apotheosis. Today, we're back again. First day of the season. We finished 145th last season. Very, very nice finish. But we were using Root Riders today. People kept wanting to say, hey, why don't you use Root Rider Army? So you know what? This is an updated version of Root Rider Army that's very simple and very, very powerful. It's extremely strong. The main thing is, the Queen, you can have kind of whatever combination. You can do the Magic Mirror and the Healer Puppet. You can do the action figure of the Healer Puppet. You can even do the Magic Mirror and the what is this called? What is this? Frozen Arrow even. But honestly, this is the most common one, so I kind of did it. And the Warden, you can either have the Dicky or the Sneezy. And for the Queen, you can either have the Sneezy or the Frosty. And the King can have either the Phoenix or the Frosty. And you kind of can mix around. But the King, the Snake Bracelet is very, very nice. So with Root Riders in the current meta, for how you pick your King equipment is going to be, are you going to have a troop launcher? If you have a troop launcher, use a snake bracelet and spiky ball and have your king walk outside. If you have a log launcher, use the earthquake boost and spiky ball and have your king go inside. That's how you decide nowadays. The minion prince is not really used with root riders anymore. It's not very popular at all. And for the world champion, most popular combo and very, very strong one is the electric boots and rocket spear. So you save the rocket spear for later on, and if you're in like a ring base, you can take out the town hall. Or you're just in the core of the base, you raise up your rock spear. You would take out like a monolith, a multi-gear cannon, infernos, everywhere, just far away from the core of the base, away from the damage. That would really help keep you alive. And the troop launcher is very, very powerful. You got 3 Teslins in there, 2 test minions, and then 2 Yetis that give some nice power, as well as the giants and barbarians and wall breakers that spawn, all of it. As well as you have the witches to walk around for your king. It allows your king to stay alive longer, and it can help tank for like a single inferno, help tank for like a ricochet cannon. It just helps with the snakes as well. Nice little touch there. So this army is pretty simple to use. You definitely want to have the healing tome though. Well, I'm gonna get into a walkthrough of it and then get into the live legend attacks. Hopefully you guys enjoy. So when you look at a base of Fruit Riders, you're thinking, okay, how do you get to break the ring of defenses? There's a few targets as well. You can look for rage towers. Look at where the fire spitters are pointing. Usually you want to come in behind the fire spitters for healers. Just because those fire spitters will wreck you up. And you look at possible ricochet cannon as well, because if he can like say go for this rage tower instead of this rage tower, because ricochet cannon's there, that's multi-arch tower, that's more value. Because you'll be able to take out more damage dealing. What, 413 DPS compared to how much is this? 145 DPS. So it's much better if you take out the ricochet cannon. But you also want to go into the town hall if possible early, if there is fire spirits pointing away, just because that'll be able to help you secure a safe, easy 2-star. So in a base like this, I'm looking at where I can send my RC in. I'm thinking maybe I could path her in like this into this rage tower, or maybe like this into this rage tower. I like this spot right here. And once we say we take out this compartment, we have 5 invis. So you have the rock spear you want to save for the core of the base, or the back end. So you send your RC in through here, and then after that, you'll send your root riders coming behind the fire spitters into the town hall. They might loop around, some doesn't even matter. I mean, they could probably loop around all the way over here, won't make a difference. He still has rocket spear if you need it, because the ring base is a rocket spear. It's just incredible. Although this is a diamond base, but the town hall's so isolated that it basically is. And we just kind of pop in through there, and then we'll send the king and the witches to help make a funnel on the other side of the base. And then the other side of the root riders help them push into the core and have the snake bracelet and the witches help tank from the left hand side. Where they're just gonna walk around. The root riders push into this core of this base, and you drop the troop launcher as well after you drop the king. You want to push into the base and you want to save the vulnerability for as long as you can, because that thing, it's really, really powerful. It really is. So you have to save it as long as possible. Your troops won't die. They'll get low, but you can save it till 40%, 30%, 50%, even 60% I've seen work, depending on how the base is. So you can really, really save it. Let's get into it. So we got the troop launcher. So we have the RC here. We're going to path her into this X-bow. And at 246, we're going to drop 56, excuse me, or drop this invis. Fox pulls up. You have the overgrowth for the back end heavy damage. Typically, if you're going into a fire spitter, use the overgrowth for a fire spitter. So 246, I'm gonna drop this invis. That's gonna help her. I'm gonna drop another. Oops. Because that ricochet cannon. We're just gonna help her get through here. As long as she makes the funnel. You can always drop the invis 2 times in 10 seconds because you have 5 invis, so it'll work out. We'll let her get this ricochet cannon, and we'll do 227. We have the recall ready, so once she takes it, we're gonna pick her up. So we want to make sure we keep this fox alive. So we're gonna send the ice golem and then the root riders into the side of the funnel that's gonna be behind the fire spitters. Send the Tesloons, send the healers, and we send the apprentice warden, and we send the queen and the warden, and then royal champion, and then we're gonna send the king and the witches, and then send the Valkyries and the troop launcher in with the root riders. So now everything's just gonna kind of push together. At this point, I kind of dropped some archers around the base. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of drop a couple because right here everything's just chilling. Everything's looping around. Unfortunately, we have a bit more looping than we wanted, but it won't make a difference. And we are gonna pull into this town hall. I'm gonna watch the healer's health. Makes me want to pop this warn ability here. Actually, they weren't inside of it. I might lose the healers. That is not ideal. That is not ideal. We'll rage up, and we'll also heal up. So usually when you drop the warn ability, you pop the rage to heal up. And we're gonna overgrowth this back in heavy damage. You want to make sure you don't ever overgrowth to split the funnel. What I mean by split the funnel is you split your heroes and your root riders. So like if I overgrowth right there, that make my king walk out, my root rider split this way, and be all split. And I pop the rock spear in this core to help out as well. That help clean up very nice. They'll send the headhunter help with that minion prince. World champion did really, really good work. We'll drop some cleanup. And we still have a rage spell and a freeze spell. We still have a king ability. We'll freeze his heavy ricochet cannon multi-gear cannon combo. That's a very good spot. We can rage as well to help him get through there. So that'll stay alive. We still have the king ability and the queen ability. Now, did I mess up on my root riders on the healing? I mean, was it on their pathing? A little bit. But is it going to matter? No. This army is very, very, very strong. As you can see, we're going to swag with the king and the queen ability, have all the healers up. Because of the Teslins, they were able to test for all the air bombs. And because we had the Sneezy was able to take out the red air bombs in the core, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. And because of the troop launcher, we had the Yetis in there too. Those Yetis did some nice work and they stayed alive the entire time, which is the crazy part. And this was very, very overkill. Honestly, I didn't expect it to be that overkill, but this army is really powerful and it's really simple to use as long as you just use it correctly. Alright, so how do we make this funnel? I'm looking at this like a dragon tag. I'm already looking at the multi-infernos and everything. But where's the fire spitters? Fire spitters pointing down, so we want to send our RC into one of these spots behind the fire spitter. This one has Giga Bomb, and this one doesn't. So this side's probably super, super baited, but we can still make the funnel back through here. So I'm gonna come from this side anyways. I'm expecting to maybe lose my Fox. So I'm gonna do 256 for this first invis. There's gonna be giant bombs, but this guy might not be maxed out because his mortars aren't maxed, so his bombs might not be. Tesla's okay, that's good. And we can do 6 right here because his Teslas, I mean, his Teslas, there might not be many giant bombs, so that can keep us alive. We can do 7-3 for this next one. You can do a 7-3 usually in the 30s to help you get through. And there's the giant bombs. If we didn't do 7-3 right here, the Fox would be dead. But we did it, and the Fox is alive. We'll take out the sweeper as well, and then we'll pick her up. All right, there we go. So we have a nice funnel with some the Ice Golem and the Root Riders, then the Tesloons and the Healers, and send the Valkyries in, the Apprentice Warden, the Queen and the Warden, and the Royal Champion. We'll send in the King, we'll send in the Headhunter, and then the Witches, help with the King, and the Troop Launcher come on through to help support the Root Riders. Right now they're going to path to the Monolith and then towards the Town Hall and that Inferno. I mean, they're kind of doing their own thing. This is perfect use of Troop Launcher because there's not much damage back here. So they're just going to be chilling. I'm going to drop some cleanup troops around as well. Just clean up archers, not really thinking about much else. Alright, now we're waiting for this Warren ability, which will pop it here. And that might be a little bit too late. I mean, a little bit too early. It could be, but we're just going to rage up as well at the same time, push in. And we can... I'm not going to overgrowth that. That's not really much value. And look at the boogers! The boogers take out all the red air bombs in the core. The boogers are clutch there. They're definitely clutch. I mean, I'm just going to overgrowth this ricochet cannon. I'm going to pop the World Champion Rocket Spear to help take out some of these defenses while she's all tanked back here. And what can we freeze? Honestly, don't even need to. 2, 3, 4. My Fox is just going to die. That's okay. Alright, we'll drop some cleanup at the bottom. And once we get the tanks down there, we'll drop some. We can Invisible Champion here, help her take out some defense in the back end. Then we can Rage, and we can Freeze. Bro, I hit the multi-gear, I swear. I swear I hit it. We're just gonna clean up on the back end with some barbs and a baby dragon, and just get the easy, easy 3-star. But come on now. I swear I froze that multi gear. We'll just pop the king and queen ability. Just finish up the base. All right, easy peasy, easy, easy peasy. All right, that was good. That was definitely good. All right, another invis by the town hall base. They're trying to hide this one on us. So how can we make the funnel? Where's the fire spitters? Fire spitters point down back with this way. So I make the funnel back through here. I mean, this path is calling my name. I don't know why, but that's calling my name. I think it should come from this way though. I can maybe get the mono. Yeah, we'll do that. So send the RC back through here to help make the funnel and break the ring of defenses. So 256, I'm gonna drop this invis. Fox, get in there. Alright, there you go. Now 250 should go invis from the Spear Fox. Easy peasy. And then 246, I'm gonna drop another invis. Help get through this. That's a wizard tower, isn't it? I can't even think right now. I can't even speak. And then 236, I'm gonna drop this next invis. And we're gonna break this ring of defenses very nicely. I'm gonna drop another just because we're about to get the Town of Poison range and the Monolith range. I want her to just like instantly die right here. And then we'll take out this X-Bow. We got a recall ready. So we won't get the mono. But actually, no, we can't. We can get some damage on it though. So we're gonna send the ice golems in through here. We're gonna come behind this fire spitter. So root riders, Tesloons, send the Valkyries help with that king headhunter. We send the queen and the warden, and the royal champion help with the CC troops. We'll send the king the help funnel, and the witches with the king. Then we'll send the troop launcher in to help with the troops. We're just gonna push it up forward. Does that RC get stuck back on that ice golem so those witches just wrecked us a little? I think it did. I think it did. But all right, we're just pushing up forward. We're just pushing up, pushing up. We're going to save this ward ability. I'm not going to do it to probably about 40% of the base down. Just keep everything healed up. I'll actually pop it now, and then we'll rage get through this town hall. We're going to overgrowth this back in Invis Tower and single in front to help us push in. We'll pop the Rocket Spirit helping this core. Pop some cleanup because our king did go in. Our witch is going around, but our king, he did kind of go in there a little bit, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to freeze that damage on the king and help him out. That was probably a bad spot. I should save the freeze for Ricochet Cannon. What am I doing? I'm so used to using air. Pop the king ability in his core, help get some more damage. Because he has a spiky ball. Since he's in the core, he wanted to be on the outside. We kind of messed it up. That's okay. I might not got much sleep last night. I'm gonna be honest for a second, but we're gonna clean up and we're just gonna walk the rest of the space. Have the baby dragon for this ricochet cannon. That's a very nice spot for it. We still got the queen ability. Yep, this is a overkill 3-star. I mean, this was a very, very easy base. Early legends, low legends, first day of the season. You see some interesting bases. I'm gonna be honest for a second. Definitely seeing some interesting bases. Yeah, we'll pop this queen ability. Just take out this last collector for an easy peasy 3-star. Easy peasy. Interesting base though. Very, very interesting. Alright, what kind of base is this? This used to be an Eagle artillery. I'm gonna tell you that. This used to be an Eagle. Fire spitters pointing this way. We'll just go into the town hall. I mean, what is it covering? It's covering all those? Okay. Yeah, we can definitely take out this fire spitter. But we'll path her hit that multi-arch tower as well. It's gonna be a weird pathing here. We're gonna do 7, just because it's town hall poison. And then we're gonna do 3. Tornado trap? Alright. Okay. We're gonna do 6. Well, I'm okay getting hit. I'm okay. Oh. I said I was okay getting hit, and then it happened, and I was not okay with it, right? It happened. I was not okay with that after that, but that's okay. We made a nice funnel through here, pick up the road champion, send in the Root Riders and Ice Golem first, Tesloons the healers, the Valkyries, the Apprentice Warden, the Queen and the Warden, and the Royal Champion. Then we send the, oops, I not mean to do that. The King, I'm used to the King being on W, so I popped the King ability and I sent the Troop Launcher over there. That's okay, the King's tanking for it. I kind of fumbled there for a second. We'll send the Headhunter to help, and we're just going to save this Warden ability. And we're honestly just going to freeze here. Just keep everything alive. Just keep walking up forward. We're just saving it. The king is making a nice funnel around the base, though. Alright, and we're going to pop it probably here. Just help get through this core. And we'll rage to get on through. I mean, this base is wrecked. It is wrecked. We're going to... The Invis Tower triggers, so we're going to overgrowth it. just to help out. We're gonna have a bit of split. That's okay. It doesn't matter. This base is just wrecked. We'll pop this. I'm not gonna pop the rock spear yet. There's nothing of value by her, so I'm not going to. We're just gonna save this rage, and everything's just gonna keep walking through this base. We'll just drop some cleanup on the back end, some archers back here by the overgrowth side, and this base is gone. I mean, it didn't stand a chance. We saw the layout. I'm gonna be honest there. We saw the layout there. It wasn't a very advanced layout. I mean, it's relatively upgraded, but the guy's not doing this right. We'll pop the rocket spear. We'll help take it out. We'll rage up the rock spear as well. Raised up rock spear is really a crazy combo because she gets so much damage. She just took out the monolith in 2 shots. She took out the ricochet cannon in 2 shots, and she takes out the wizard tower. And we save the king ability. Don't even pop it. And that was 740k base. 750k is maxed out. So this is basically a fully maxed base and minus supercharges. So you know what? That was overkill. All right, invis by town hall. So how do we want to make the funnel for RC? Because we have to make sure we make the funnel. Hmm. What's the shortest path? Probably one of this spots or this spot. I kind of like this ricochet can spot. Yeah, it looks like the easiest way. Because along the ring base, you gotta make the funnel. We don't have to worry about a 1 star because of the rock spear and the royal champion. So that'll help out. So at 256, I'm gonna drop the invis, help take out this ricochet cannon, then shred to this multi-arch tower, then this wizard tower and Expo probably. Or at least Tesla's Puller, that's good for us too. 246, I'm gonna drop this invis. If there's giant bombs, it could be baited. There's witches in there. All right, we got the aura. Perfect aura. I'm going to do 7 and 3 right here just to make sure we get out this funnel. Because we want to keep the fox alive. We have to make sure we get out this. And we can do one more at 226. Yeah, 226. I'm going to drop this invis. Get the recall ready. Take out the multi-gear. We made a very nice funnel. Very nice funnel. I'm just going to take some damage. All right, and we're going to send an ice golem. We're going to come behind the fire spitters. Actually, there's no difference. We'll come behind this way. Ice golem, root riders, Tesaloon's healers, apprentice warden, troop launcher, and then we drop the heroes. All right, we send the Valkyries a little bit later. We'll send the witches, and we'll send the king to help tank. And we're just kind of just walking through the base now. We want to make sure we save this warden ability for as long as possible. You want to get deep into the base. So right now we're just kind of just walking. We stuck in the ice golems, but that's okay. That's okay. But yeah, we're just gonna keep. Actually, I'm gonna pop in this Giga Bomb just because that thing's gonna hurt. King abilities pop, that's okay. You usually pop the Warden ability and then you want to rage. Just let everything walk on through. We'll pop the Rocket Spear as well to help for this Town Hall. And I can honestly freeze this Invis Tower just to not deal with that. Just because I'm like, nah. We could overgrowth it. What am I doing? That's a better thing. You just see, I have an idea of what to do, but sometimes when actually doing it and trying to say what I'm trying to do with Root Riders, I might not say it the correct way. But I know how to do it. We're just going to walk around the rest of this. We're going to use the Headhunter to help that Royal Champion. Drop some cleanup around the base. Just some archers. We still got a Rage spell, as well as a Queen ability. And we're just going to rage to this next compartment. We'll have the Royal Champion. We got the Fox up. The Fox being alive is very nice here. Drop some cleanup as well. Now we have the Invis Tower. Whole Invis Tower by the Town Hall, and it didn't even matter. It did not even matter. Just now's triggers. Drop cleanup around the base. And we got the Queen ability. Yep, that's all we got left. Oh, well, all the things that we have left are moving parts. I mean, the base is gone. It is very much gone. Was it the cleanest attack? Nope. But does it work? I mean, it does work. We'll pop the Queen ability help on cleanup for time. I definitely could have done better placement for the Root Riders and for the King. I kind of let my King almost insta die. That was kind of bad for me. I should have dropped him first. What was I doing instead of the witches? I let the witches almost instantly die. That was pretty bad by me. That was pretty bad by me. I'm not gonna lie. All right, this base, ring base. So we want to make sure we break the funnel. It's gonna be behind one of these fire spitters. Probably be the easier spots. I like the ricochet cannon side just because those are better value for RC get down early. We can break the funnel probably back through here. Yeah, gonna use all 5 invis for this. Probably have to double cycle. Yeah, we'll be good. I'm gonna send my RC a little bit on the right so she's not in this ricochet cannon range. Just because I'm gonna drop the first invis at 256. Just give her a little bit extra time there. See, I just want to make sure she's not in that range. 256, 55, 55. I meant to say 55. Oops. But you guys got it, hopefully. I'm going to get through this ricochet cannon, and we're going to do 6 again. All right, so Fox gonna be low. There's giant bombs in here that could definitely hurt her. She's gonna pass that wizard tower, isn't she? We're gonna have to do 7 here, and we're gonna make the funnel, and then we're gonna do 3. So we had to use a redirect invis. Make sure she broke the funnel, because breaking the funnel is more important part. We're gonna let her take some damage here. 2, 3. She takes it out. All right, perfect. All right, we got the funnel. We're sending our root riders into this side to go behind this fire spitter. All right, test loons. All right, listen, the Valkyries, the Apprentice Warden, the Queen and the Warden, and the King on the outside to walk, and the what are those called? The Witches, and we send in the Troop Launcher and the Royal Champion to push on through. So everything's about to kind of push into this core direction. I mean, King needs to walk a little bit more first, but we're pushing in. We're pushing in ever so slightly. Yep, there we go. King walking around perfect. Send Headhunter to help the King. And we're just going to save this Warden ability for a little bit. Just let everything just linger. Let it just be savored here. And it is nice having this troop launcher throwing these test loons while the King just walks around. Yeah. Now CC troops coming, we'll pop this Warden ability in a second. There's witches and furnaces in there? Yeah, we're popping that. And we're gonna rage to push through this core. We'll pop the Royal Champion ability to help this town hall. She'll help with that. So she should be actually what's she in? She's hitting skeletons. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna overgrowth this monolith just to help out some of the damage. That could cause us just to walk around it, which would be good. Yep. Alright, perfect. And we'll drop Baby Dragon help clean up. Drop some cleanup back through here. Just anything to help with time. Because they're just going to be walking around this base for a little bit. Look at the boogers taking out the red air bombs. Here we go, boogers. The boogers are so great. We'll have to freeze this monolith once we do get it to pop back up. And the sneezy there will rage up, get some damage through here. Queen will take out the monolith. And we're just going to just drop some cleanup barbarians and some archers, walk around. And we're just going to just basically walk the rest of space. Easy peasy. Ice Golem's still alive. Ice Golem's still alive. That is crazy. We got a witch in the core too. We're just gonna swag the queen ability. A very nice 3-star here. I'm gonna say that. Definitely a very nice. We'll just get to this last little building. Alright, easy peasy. Alright, the skeleton's being annoying, but Sarah, still, easy peasy. Not too bad, I must say so myself. Not too bad. Everything went right there. Alright, Invis by the Town Hall, double Invis. Where's the fire spitters? Pointing this way. What in the world? Alright. Well, we're gonna go into the fire spitters, make the funnel. This side be easier to get through. Although this side does have a ricochet cannon. I want to go into the ricochet cannon just because I want to get that value. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So we're gonna send our RC in to help make the funnel. I'm gonna do 256 for this first Invis. So we're gonna pop our RC forward, and she's just gonna push on through. I mean, the base kind of zigzags where she's gonna go into, basically, right? All right, we'll do 246. Drop this next invis. Or just keep pushing up forward. Minions in the clank house. Not even super minions. Minions. Bro. Does this guy know something I don't know? Does he know something we don't know? What's going on here? What is Danny 2 doing to his base? 3 ice golems and 5 minions is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. And we'll drop another invis at 4. So we did 7-3 for this last one to get through these ice golems and help get out that ricochet cannon. Alright, that's good for us. Now we're gonna path in behind, send in the root riders, the Tesloons, the healers, and the Valkyries, especially help those ice golems, and then send the apprentice warden, the queen, and the warden. And we'll drop the king on the outside with 2 witches, and we'll send the royal champion back in, and then the troop launcher to help out as well. So the king's gonna walk around the outside, and root rider's gonna push on through. We're gonna have a nice little pathing coming on through. I'm gonna drop some archers around the base. I'm not gonna lie. I got some archers. We're gonna drop them, help with time. Alright, that's good. Because we don't have to really focus on the rest of the army right here. I mean, right here, it's just chilling. We're literally just waiting until we get more through the base to pop this warden ability. Right now, we're just doing nothing. That's what it's like using root riders now, I'll be honest. You don't really do much of anything for a while. So we're about to get to 40% without even popping this warden ability. We're going to save it. We're just going to keep saving it. I'm going to get to 50 and then pop it. I will pop it. Then we'll rage and we're going to loop around this base. I'm going to drop some barbarians help to push in. Alright. We can overgrowth this. Honestly, I'll just overgrowth this back in. There's not really a spot I need to. I'm going to freeze this town hall in that fire and that monolith. That'll help us get to the town hall. Pop the royal champion rocket spear. And we're just going to walk through this base. This is not a very good base design. I'm going to be honest. It's not a very good base design. But we'll get through here. And then we still have what some cleanup around as well as a rage spell. We'll drop Baby Dragon to help clean up, the Rock Spear to help, and then we'll just pop all the hero abilities. It won't matter. We're just gonna have fun with it. We're just gonna watch the Queen and rage her up with the Giant and the mirrors. She gets some nice damage. I only have level 23 Magic Mirror and level 26 action figures. Not like it's maxed or anything. I mean, it's still just gonna walk through the space pretty easily. And this guy was kind of a mid to high level talent 17 upgrade wise. 728k out of 750k possible on loot for his weight. So I mean, not like he's a pushover, but his base was definitely a pushover. I'm gonna be honest for a second. Not the greatest base design. Oh, there we go. That's what we're probably gonna see. I figured we'd see more of these. A Town Hall 15. So what do you go for in a Town Hall 15? What's big value? The mono? Oh, never mind. There's no monolith. All right. I mean, we can't get the eagle because in the core. Scatter's in the core, so we'll just go for the infernos. Yeah, we'll do that. So Town Hall 15 with no mono. If I fail this, I'm actually the worst attacker ever. If I fail this, I'll just push it up forward. I only have to do 246, and she's just not gonna die. Like these defenses don't do enough damage to you and your fox. She's not enough splash damage. We can't even trigger the town hall, so town hall poison is not even an effect on us. 36 will drop. So yeah, we're just walking. The mortar's the thing doing damage to us. The mortar. The mortar. 26 will drop this invis. Man, if we had all invis right here, this base would be absolutely gone already. We could just walk through the entire base, but we don't have that. We'll do 226, 216 actually, drop this invis. And she's just gonna keep on walking through. Alright, well there goes this side of the base. I mean, I kinda want her to keep walking a little. But now we kinda gotta pick up on time here. We're gonna push into the town hall. We're gonna use barbarians to help break this funnel for these not defenses, these just little trash buildings. And we'll send everything in through here, queen, and we'll send the king to back walk around the right side. We'll send the witches and the troop launcher. The Valkyries go in the base. Is my queen not taking out this dragon? Is this dragon actually being a menace? I think it is. I think it is. Alright, minute 30 left. Drop some cleanup. Drop some cleanup. And we're just going to walk through the base right here. Now, I'm going to pop my warning ability through this Town Hall Poison and Giga Bomb, because that's going to be annoying. We're just not going to have that hit us. We're going to rage up, try to get through it. Definitely don't pop your Rocket Spear when you're in the Town Hall Poison like my RC is. Because I was tempted to pop the Rocket Spear there, but she's just going to get ticked down. We'll pop it. She heal back up. The King's getting hit, actually. Crazy. He's getting hit with the Snake Bracelet by the single Inferno. I mean, we'll just walk through the rest of the space. Clean up, clean up. Oh yeah, this Town Hall 15 never stood a chance. This guy never stood a chance. Alright, let's overgrowth. Alright, we overgrowth the town hall. Let's rage. Let's freeze. We've overgrowth the furrows and rage the town hall. And we're just gonna walk through it, look at all the skeletons and the snakes. I don't think a single snake died, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think a single snake died. The barbarians and the troop launchers stay alive as well. Man. That was rough for this guy. That was definitely rough for this guy. We ended up going plus 320 today, which honestly, I kind of expected. I really, really did. It wasn't that hard of a day at all. There's two Town 15s. The rest were decent upgrade Town 17s. Couple max. But yeah, not too bad on defense either. But if you guys enjoyed the video, appreciate if you guys like, subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow.